Hello, and let's take a look at both silver and Bitcoin on the daily time frames moving into Tuesday, the 7th day of February 2017. The momentum has been carrying forward within the silver market with the high in on Monday and technically Tuesday as of now, piercing above 3 cents from last week's high. So it's broken above, but not really. It technically has. At this point, it's still in the test and a matching level of where it once was. 1774 was the exact high. It was as high as 1777 earlier, just a little while ago from this video, but it's at that point now. More often you come to it, more likely it is you take it out. On any sell-offs, the more likely it is you also find a higher low from this previous one. So any sell-offs that come like that, basically it's no surprise for that occurrence to take place. It really does look as if it's going to be making a move in towards the low 18 range as its next price target. Within this trend, this is looking as if this failed move does have the potential to just extend the legs a little bit more. And when I look at all of these lower highs, well, this is a higher one no matter where it happens to top out at. But if it goes up a little bit more, anywhere in this range here, then it could very easily be making its next and really first higher low at or around this previous lower high. That would be very strong for the market to have an event of something like that to take place. But overall, within each of the turns, if you will, because that's how I look at it, is you got your bears going, then the bulls play, the bears play, the bulls, so on and so forth. So this turn, which you could say either started here or here, hasn't ended yet. It has went a long ways, a lot longer than this one did. This one was okay, but definitely not as strong as the current one. And then after they decide to pass the dice, then the bears will have their turn, or it's another way of saying it's going to be testing the next low, probably higher than the most previous one. Let's move this on now to the Bitcoin chart, which has been resisting this key Fibonacci point in on the BTC market at 1003. And what's interesting about this point is when you see it really not selling off and not breaking its key level, which is exactly what's been happening for a few days, well, then that increases the chance each time that this level is taken out. It also strengthens any move that breaks support to happen to go in towards this key level band is going to be, which is the 950 mark on Fibonacci. But I think more importantly will be previous resistance. That would be on the low 900s, 900, 910, but whichever chart you're using, I've seen some numbers 20, 30 higher. Whatever that resistance number happens to be is where I'd be looking for on any price moves below this point. But if you're seeing strength of like $20, $25 above this resistance point, and in this case on the BTC exchange, that would be like 1025 to 1030, then I would not be surprised to see a relatively fast move back up to 1100 and the previous high, which is when you have the situation of only going down this much of the quick test, increased chances of taking it out. I would still think it's a heavy case of there's a better chance of it selling off 7, 8, 10% than it would be rising 7, 8, 10%, meaning it's up here. I would think a pullback at least down to 1,000 would make more sense than it to continue up even to a 12 or 1,300 ballpark area because it's a major area. But before, as we seen it here, it went from 11 to 7. I would expect it to go from here maybe down to like something like, again, this type of big range here between 900 and 950 is big. And on that contrary, if you see any move here and something happens that's not supposed to, and in this case it's supposed to at least go down or go sideways at 11, and you see it just continually going up, this thing could get volatile up very, very fast. And that's what markets do. When it gets to points in a nature where it's supposed to stop going up and it doesn't, then the up moves could continue extreme and more wild, as more probable than normal. So thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye bye.